Hello everyone, welcome to another Venruki video. In this one, I just wanted to talk about the War Within. As you guys know, the new expansion is coming out very soon, and probably the number one question I get in my stream are, what is my plans? What am I gonna play? What am I gonna do? And it's also a bunch of people freaking out that they don't know what they're going to play and they don't know what to do. And so many different specializations look cool. They're having a hard time deciding their main. So I figured I might as well fill you in on what I plan on doing, and we can go ahead and fill in my warband here. So you guys know, pretty much since the start of World of Warcraft, level 60, long time ago, I've been a mage main, and mage will always have my heart. So the first thing we're going to fill in here is going to be my mage, and it's going to take center stage there. I have played a lot of beta, and all of the mage specs, although they kind of vary in power, I like the theme of them all. I think mage kind of hit the lottery when it comes to the different hero talents. You know, things like spell slinger for arcane mage looks amazing. Like visually, it's just incredibly beautiful. I think the rework for arcane, they did a phenomenal job with that as well. If you're someone that likes that whole frost mage fantasy, like bringing in the frostfire and the spell slinger frost, that was also a win. Obviously frost mages are very strong, so can't really go wrong in that direction. And then of course for fire mage, even the frostfire is kind of visually stunning. So yeah, you have a lot of different options with mage. Mage always has my heart. It looks to me that all three specializations are going to be good or at least decent. And even for fire, which is on the little bit of the weaker side now, I do anticipate that it will get some, positive buffs. So for me, mage, that is going to be my starting point. I absolutely love it, and it's my plan. Now, the other decisions are a lot more difficult for me. If you've watched my content for a long time, you know that I've played also a bunch of monk, and I think that's going to be my second character. And the reason why we're going to be going with Venruki second. It's always been kind of like my side character. We got Venruki as my main, Venruki is like my main alt. You know what I mean? My main alt. Pardon me. There's been expansions in the past where I played more Windwalker than Mage. In Dragonfight, I kind of let it sit by the side a little. I didn't love it that much, but playing through some of the reworks that they've added, removing a bunch of talents, just changing up the overall playstyle of it. It's focused more on a lot more consistent damage, things like Storm, Earth, and Fire, being unable to be crowd controlled. It's been a lot of fun for me to play. So I'm definitely going to give Windwalker a shot. It's always been kind of my favorite melee character. In addition to that, it's a safe bet for me because I really enjoy playing Mistweaver. Not necessarily Fistweaver, never really been a big fan of that, but the actual casted Mistweaver where you're kind of sitting back, you're very mobile, you're moving in for crowd control. Especially with the addition of Battleground Blitz. I feel like for me, having the Windwalker monk, having the Mistweaver monk for Blitz is going to be a winning combo. And if you guys have been watching my stream, you know that especially in Dragonflight, I've got into playing all the different classes. As you can see, I literally have every single class at max level. I attempted to at least get 2400 on pretty much every single specialization in the game. And I played a lot. So when the expansion comes out, before the season starts, my plan is to have at least 4 characters fully leveled up. And that's going to be the mage. That's going to be the monk. The other options are actually really hard. And I've given this a lot of thought for myself. I'm someone that has really grown to enjoy healing. So obviously, like range DPS on mage is fun for me. Playing the melee monk is fun for me. Just playing everything is good, but I also really enjoy healing. And I know that's not something that everyone loves, but I've kind of fallen in love with playing all the different healers in solo shuffle. I kind of have a joke in my stream that, I'm a 5-time battle mender or whatever, because I think last season I got battle mender on all of the healers, except maybe Resto Druid, but even Resto Druid I dabbled with a little bit, but it's really fun. I enjoy healing a lot. So I think I want to have a specialization that has a healer role. So believe it or not, my personal favorite healer is Paladin. And I know Paladin might not be the strongest right now, but playing Retribuki as Holy Paladin has been really fun for me. And then, of course, Retribution is looking like it might be okay. It looks pretty fun, so having that is kind of like a side option. But honestly, I'm going to be leveling up Retribuki primarily to play Holy Paladin, which might be a little bit strange for you guys, but that is the game plan. All right, so we got my Mage, we got my Monk, we got the Holy Paladin Retribuki, which has been, like I said, the most fun healer for me to personally play in Arena. Even thematically, I feel like some of the additions that they have to Holy Paladin, I know a lot of people, you guys are watching tier lists, even my own tier lists, they're rating Holy Paladin on the lower side. I don't know what it is about the spec, even though maybe it is a little bit weaker, just from like a gameplay standpoint, and just visually, and the way the class feels, and kind of the theme of the Holy Paladin is always something that I've really enjoyed, even back when I was playing it in like Wrath of the Lich King. You know, like giving my melee DPS freedom and bopping the casters on my team, and I really like some of the options that they have for hero talents, so that's what I'm going with. That's going to be my third. And last, but certainly not least, we have so many different options here. We are going to be going with the Warlock. Now, the reason why I've decided to go with Warlock over anything else is because I've kind of fallen in love with two of the Warlock specializations. Like I said, I played all of them on the beta. You guys saw that I just released a Destro video. I think we're going to be releasing an Affliction video here, kind of showcasing this. But Affliction Warlock in particular has always been something that has interested me. And I think going into this expansion, it is the best and most fun it's been in a very long time. So if you're someone who is interested in Affliction Warlock, they basically made a ton of changes. I think I'm going to be going over them in a video, but lots of positive changes. You still have that kind of AoE spread pressure with your Agony and your Corruption, but you have a lot more single target damage. So landing big haunts that are critting for upwards of, a million. I got a 1.8 million haunt when I was wargaming against Mage. Getting instant shattable procs that you can kind of proc together with your haunt. You're able to actually burst people, and believe it or not, Affliction Warlock feels more bursty than a Destruction Warlock, so it's a really, really fun playstyle. In addition to this, I'll probably get a little hate for this, but I also really like Demonology. So Demonology has been really fun for me. Another one of the specializations I kind of have fallen in love with. In Dragonflight, I just love the control of the specialization. It feels really good to have multiple stuns, the Death Coil, the Spam Fears. It sounds a little memey, but it almost plays to me like old school Mage in a way. I know it might sound weird, but just the fact that you can like stun and isolate a target, and you have so much control, you're just spamming Fears the whole game, you're stunning the off targets. It is quite fun. So the fact that I'm going to have access to Affliction, I'm going to have access to Demonology, I feel like it makes it kind of a no-brainer for me. However, there was a few close calls. Out of all the specializations that I played on the beta, the ones that I enjoyed the most, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed Evoker. Green Lizard will probably be the 5th character that I level up. Devastation, it looks incredible. Augmentation looks super good, and obviously Preservation Evoker is the best healer specialization in the game right now. I don't think there's any argument about that. No one's really gonna debate that. So Green Lizard is the one that unfortunately didn't make the cut. But yeah, it's going to be those 5. After that, we'll see what ends up happening depending on, what I'm feeling. Do I want to play more melee? Do I want to play more ranged? Or maybe these 5 characters will be more than enough for me in the first season. We'll definitely have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. It's going to be awesome. Starting with my Mage. I don't really have, a bunch of plans. If you guys want to come hang out with me on stream, probably just going to be doing some casual leveling, just playing. I don't plan on doing any kind of speed running. I haven't done really any planning. I don't know if you guys are in a similar boat, but I feel like as the years have gone by, I've kind of just enjoyed going into expansions a little bit more blind. And obviously I played a lot of beta with PvP and stuff like that, but I actually don't know a single thing. Like, I have not done one quest on the beta. I've never seen any of the zones. I don't know any of the story aside from the cinematics that they've released. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing the new zones, exploring. Whenever a new expansion comes out, I get hyped about little things like the economy booming, like on my Mage. I've already made plans that I'm going to go mining and jewel crafting so I can start, you know, earning some money and building up my character and having that little bit to grind. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video just to let you guys know my plans. Not doing anything crazy. I don't think you need to do anything crazy. From what I know, leveling is very simple, so you don't need to stress out. This has been another topic of conversation on my stream about like the whole pre-release thing, like the 3 days early. If you did not get that, please don't have FOMO. It's gonna be really hard, I know, but I swear you don't really need to worry about it. It seems like everything in the game is time gated, and you know, I think it would be much more ideal if everyone was able to start at the same time. But the way they're doing it, I think, is the best way possible, where you really can't gain much of an advantage outside of, you know, leveling up your professions and getting some reagents a little bit sooner, and maybe earning some gold. But other than that, you're really not going to have any kind of PvP gear advantage, nothing like that. So don't worry, take it easy. We have a long time before the season starts. So if I was you and you're worried, you know, you have to rush. I think you have to rush to pick one character. I don't know if you necessarily do. Like, I think one of the greatest things about modern World of Warcraft is that you can have multiple characters. It's really not that hard to do. Gearing was super easy in Dragonflight, and I think it's going to be even easier in the War Within. So pick a few characters. If you can't, focus on one. Like, if you're thinking to yourself, there's so many that you want to play, well, pick 2, pick 3. Leveling is going to be quick, and every additional character you level is going to be even faster. So don't worry about it. I'd love to know what you guys have planned for the expansion. What are you going to do? You know, what characters you're going to level, what specializations look fun to you. Do you think I'm making a big mistake by not picking Green Lizard over Retribuki, or is Retribuki a fan favorite? These are the questions I want to know. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This is going to be the starting lineup for me. And yeah, we'll catch you on the Twitch channel. We'll be making lots of videos every single day. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. And until next time, we'll see you around. Bye, everyone.